welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well on this Saturday night. It's a little bit late for the stream, but it's the only time I had to do it, so here we are. I think tonight we're going to play some TV Station and Armory, possibly. Maybe we'll expand to Northridge this time. But we need a couple warm-up games before we do so. But I hope you're all doing well on this Saturday night. And let's get into our first match. I've already prepared all of the loadout, or the whole loadout that we'll need for this match. That way we can get right into this next match, or the first match of the stream. I want to say thank you all for watching the last video. Glad to see that it got some traction and we got some audience feedback. That's great to see. Hopefully we'll be able to continue those in the future. That is the biggest magazine I've ever seen. The biggest banana clip. I didn't even know they made clips that big. Soon the magazines might even just go full circle. And it's gonna be like a loop-to-loop. It's gonna go multiple times. It's gonna be like a 200 round magazine. Just gonna open some of these. Place is pretty close to here. Should probably just go for the safes. There we go, got one of them, and now it's time to get out of there.
What? Help me!
There we go, get our teammate back up and going. Surprised they got down. They seem pretty good with all the gear and the weapon camos. Surprised that I took so much damage from that one interaction. Oh, I should not have done that. Didn't realize that I almost had all my ammo. Like totally out of the magazine. Should have reloaded or something like that. Didn't even think that they'd know I was there. I should probably waited for my teammate. Hopefully we get some good karma for this next match, because we did help them out. Let's get right back in another TV station. We're gonna have to Fix the storage again. I want to sell this weapons. I don't think I'll really use them. Buy a couple more things, and then that way we can get everything back up and going. Although I don't have enough space, so let's just sell this. We'll put it on the market. It's pretty expensive. That way we have enough space to purchase another weapon from the market. There we go, buy one of these. I think the scope does help, all things considered. Alright, let's see if we have any med kits or something like that. I think I sold them. But I do need to... Actually, we'll just do a link search. That way this will be done a lot quicker. There's probably too many. We probably could have just done 2 and we would have been fine. Yeah, I'm gonna save that ammo, so I'll just buy 90 or something like that. 62 is not too bad. Now we'll keep the 30 outside into the inventory. That way we can always use it later if needed. Yeah, 5,000 is a little pricey. I'll just take 2 of these. That'll be good enough. Perfect. Let's see if we get another squad. But if not, we can always go in solo, which might be a good idea. That way we're a little bit more careful, not as dependent on the other players. I think we just need to play a more strategic game. We got a elimination early on in the first part of that match. And that other player, we should have just waited for our teammate to heal up and be ready. That's probably the game-breaking decision there for that last match. You win some, you lose some. That's the whole part of the game. I don't think we have that high of a ping. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it seems like we have a pretty good squad here. We'll see how things turn out. Last match we did pretty well in the beginning. You just have to get ready for that late game. I think as soon as we can get some higher loot values, then we'll be able to expand our arsenal, get some more attachments, start working at the gunsmith. But we're pretty close to level 30. We just have one more level to get there. We paired up with 2 really good players and then one probably at our level, but we'll see in this match. But I think the key with this map is we just have to find all of the safes and just make our way through these corridors as strategic as possible. Actually, we'll put these in the case and then we'll always just replace them as we go. Got one Elam, a couple players down over here. Just gonna snag these magazines off them. Let's check the map here. A couple extraction points on the corners. Could try to go here. We'll probably head over to the photography area just so we can stick with our teammates, but still get those safes.
There's a battle nearby. Watch our flank.
Probably don't need to go down here as there wasn't too much loot that we could have gotten. I'll check the map again. Kind of lost a little bit. Okay, let's go back.
Watch this location.
This way we'll head to a different safe. The key here is just to work in numbers, I think. Sometimes you can find stuff on these suitcases, but generally it doesn't work out. Got some players in here. Oh, well, they held their own over here. I'm gonna assume that all these have been taken as well as the safe, possibly then. I don't want to take the loot from them. I'll let them get a little bit more time with those enemies that they just got. Guess we could go to the post-production room. Head to the next safe. That was from upstairs, I'm not sure though. Alright, I guess we could just go around the other way. Another safe was just opened. Maybe just loot this area real quick and then head on out. Alright, for now we'll take this stuff. Probably get rid of it pretty soon. Johnny, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday night. Glad you decided to tune into the stream. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just trying to get to our 100k goal for the loot value. We got to 50 to 80k last stream, and then we've just been trying to get to that 100k goal. Let's see if anyone else is here. It might be just us. I'm trying to stick or stay away from the open area just to play it safe. I'm just in the operation mode. I've been playing a little bit of TV Station so far, but maybe I'll make my way to Northridge at some point. I generally play Northridge, sometimes Arsenal. I've played a lot of Farm in the past couple weeks. I don't need to waste my ammo on them.
There's a battle nearby. Watch our flank.
Got to move it downstairs, so we'll have to be careful with that. But I don't think those are real players, thankfully. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, but I haven't really experienced too many so far. Yeah, it's nice. There's just a lot of safes you can get. Some pretty good loot value as well. Let's see, I'm not sure. Let's figure out where we should extract first at this point. So you got 23 minutes, plenty of time. Probably make my way over here. Let's see about the first one.
Let's extract here.
Probably should just go to the second one. So at this point, I don't think there's many players left.
Ready. It's time.
I think most of the safe contents have already been taken.
Let's extract here. Alright, we have to wait 15 or until 15 minutes, so might as well get a couple more things.
What about the mouse? Oh, I knew they were right there too. Curious at what tier armor they had and the weapons they were using with the ammo. Oh, it didn't even have actually penetration 4. Alright. Unfortunately not the way I hoped that game would have gone, but we played it pretty well. Had a good recovery, but we just did not win that last match before extracting. Actually, I'm going to use up some of the armor down here. Although, how much is it worth though? 15? Well, maybe we'll use a cheaper option until we know what we're doing. What do you practice for? Were you mentioning in chat? What do you mean the red items? That you get to keep them when you die? Yeah, I sort of organized my ammo tiers, and I've just been keeping the stuff that's been tier 2 or above. And then armor, I've just been using the standard stuff I've been using before. And I've been keeping the more, like the nicer armor in my storage. just for later use. We go another solid squad. Let's hopefully have a little bit better of a match than the last two. I mean, the last two weren't too bad, all things considered. Just need to get more map knowledge so I know where all these safes are instead of having to use the map at my disposal. Yeah, I'm glad we're able to play some Arena Breakout and do a little stream. With our busy schedule, we've been doing a lot of the projects currently. During the week, I basically have no time to do any of this, so it's nice to have a little break and do some of this, even though it's a little late. I'm out of ammo.
Enemies here.
Actually, let's take this stuff. Just let my teammate do the work. I would play this a little bit safer, but I know they'll be able to get the job done.
Attack! I'm under fire! Who they are?
Alright, we made it around here. Let's just go around to the left. Actually, I'm gonna go right here real quick. Check the map. So over to the logistics area. Oh, we can try to get some loot from those safes, but we'll see. Oh wow. Probably should have just peeked around the corner there before rushing out. Oh wow, they have pretty similar loadout to us. So I'm surprised they're able to do so much damage in that short period of time. I guess we could go to the middle of the room and then get those gas masks and try to make a profit on those. Just so we can keep a net positive on our loot value instead of getting these losses. Actually, I can't really equip any of that without chest rig or any of that. It's a little rough with the low inventory space, but it's not too bad. Alright, hopefully this will go a lot better. We should probably just go to the saves that are in the center. Although that might be a little bit trickier with more players being there. So we'll see if we have a squad that we get paired up with. We'll probably stick with them. If not, we can always try to get some saves this next round. At least try to find some so we know where they are and get some more map knowledge. I'll probably stick to TV station for this stream just so we can get as much as we can before the next place we decide or the next map we work on. Yeah, I totally agree. That's a good idea. That way people don't know if you're a real player or not. Come on, there we go.
There's a battle nearby. Watch your foot.
Let's go upstairs. Might be a good idea. There's a couple ammo cases up here.
Secure the area. Eliminate them. Unknown force. Take them down. Charge. Take down those.
Are you supposed to just like try to get one headshot and you'll get them? I don't understand why it's taking so many.
Secure the area. Eliminate them. Unknown force. Quick.
Got a couple impact grenades being thrown. Yep, right over here. I think they're downstairs though, we'll see. Got one over here. I think we got them. Yeah, we did. Yeah, thanks squad for getting some people. Hopefully I don't take all of it. I was just trying to reload. This person had a lot of stuff. Yeah, we got quite the load here. That was be good enough. I always have to extract with all this stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna play this a lot carefully, or a lot more carefully.
Let's extract here.
Got some action downstairs, so I'm gonna try to avoid that area, especially with all the stuff we have right now. I think we're going to have to go downstairs at some point. I guess we could just hold at this point for the next, about like however many minutes until it gets to 15. Oh, this one looks pretty decent. Yeah, 15K. Alright, so I don't know how to handle this one. I might do. So that takes up 4, so if I get rid of these. Oh, I totally did not do that right. We should have made these up. And then how much is this attachment? 700. We won't need that. But that way we now have 3 weapons at our disposal, getting our loot value up to 80k, so we just have to get 20k more worth of stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll go check to see if I have any more bullets over there. I think I just threw away the... Yeah, I took the magazine out and then just the frag grenades and stuff like that. Boys, welcome to the stream. I haven't been playing too much recently, so we're just getting the rust off and hopefully getting to our 100k loot value. We'll see if that actually happens though. So if I kept this, we could get there. I'd rather keep the weapon and the chest armor. Yeah, I'm trying to keep stuff that's over 1,000. No point in keeping that stuff. But if we can't extract, there's no point in just waiting. Because we have such a high loot value. And we've not had the best last couple of games. Probably should close that door after we get this crate unlocked. We got here. Okay, we got a Mac 10. Not sure if we should take that. Actually, how much is the Mac 10? Let's see. 2k, not too much.
We're not alone.
Gotta be pretty close to 15 minutes. We just have about 3 more. I think. At least to my knowledge. Actually, no, we'll just extract now. We didn't get to 100k, but it's still a pretty decent loot value of 80,000, which is probably the close to the highest, I'd say. I think the last one was 86,000, somewhere around there. But yeah, that one elimination really helped us out. Yeah, that's gonna be very good for us. Got a new SG 500 or 550, something like that. let's unload all the stuff we just got from the storage. I don't know how much space we'll have. Got a lot of attachments that we can use. See if I can move some stuff. I don't know if we really need these. We really only need them for matches, to be honest. Able to sell these to contacts. Don't need to list them on the market. Probably only list the ones that are most important. Try to get a little bit of cash. Get back up to 1 million. That's a pretty nice scope. We'll keep that. Here's what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna try to move it. See how much this one's worth. 1,000. We'll put on the market, see what happens. This will sell to the contact. I don't really need that. Actually, let's sell all of this. I'll put it on the market. If not, we can just sell it to the contact. See if anyone's interested. Then we'll move the scope actually up here. That gives us an extra slot for the weapon. And then the ammo, we'll sell this. We'll put it on the market, see if anyone wants it. But then, okay, we already listed that. We'll put this with the contact. Oh, we could list the contacts as well. And then for the ammo, we'll just stack it down here. This is quite the raid. So I guess as long as we find some players and just take whatever they have, we should be in good shape, I guess. We'll put this weapon right there. It gives us an extra slot. We'll keep all of these. We'll put these painkillers over here because those are pretty valuable as well. Got a huge slot here. We can put the armor there. It's like playing Tetris almost. And then we'll keep these painkillers. We'll see. We can always get some new ones. See if we really need it. Other than that, this should be good. We'll see from the market if we get any big deals from other players. But that puts us pretty close. Let's see. We're back to 1 million, perfect, and we don't even have all of our market sales complete. But I think we had a pretty good run here for this stream. A nice solid hour session. Don't have a lot of time. Unfortunately, hopefully we can get some more time next week. We'll see what the schedule's looking like. We'll see what the next video is going to look like. I'm not sure. Haven't really decided what that next video is going to be or when we'll start working on it. So stay tuned for that. The best way you can do that is by subscribing. I see one of you have already done that. Really appreciate it. But overall, thanks for watching this stream. Thank you for those who came out to watch the stream live, or if you're watching this after the fact, we'll be streaming hopefully generally on the weekends. We'll see if we bring this back to the weekdays. We'll see on that. But other than that, thanks again for tuning in, watching the videos. Really appreciate all the commitments that you have towards the channel. But other than that, stay tuned for any future projects and videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks again.